Alrighty, this is my son's Monster GT 4.6. Just put a brand new LED upgrade kit in it. Alright, hit it. Alright, let's see, we got lights on the back. Alright, you can turn the lights on if you want.
Off or?
No, no.
Oh.
Other lights. Alrighty, on his, like I said, he's got the Proline F250 body on it. He's got the axial bead locks, Masher 40 series tires. He's got the wheelie bar on his. Got all aluminum suspension arms. I don't know if you can see them up in here or not, but he's also got the blue aluminum alloy steering knuckles. He's got the extra firm rear suspension. Got the extra soft front suspension. You can see it or not.
Better for doing wheelies.
Matching front and rear bumpers. On his, he's sporting dual fuel tanks, which we just got done doing. He's got, we just did a full waterproofing of the servos. He had a bad servo, so I went ahead and went with a track assist for the forward and reverse shifting servo. The waterproofing, they're pretty good. We did an upgraded 27 megahertz digital receiver, which is inside there, which you can't see it, but it's in there. We fully waterproofed the servos, which you can see. That's homebrewed from us. Those are done. His dual fuel tanks, done by us. An axial 32 spec 1 engine.
Performance header.
Performance header. Pipe. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, you can barely see the tip of it anyway. We got the rubber hosing that comes out the end of it for a pincher to shut it off easy, and it routes the exhaust down better. It's a pretty powerful little truck. Anyway, that's the gist of his. Got the full roll cage. All aluminum steering knuckles. I think I covered that. Pretty happy with this truck. It's a pretty nice one. Went ahead and did the upgraded XP 3D digital remote, primarily for the fact that we can control the settings on each and every servo that's on here. It's got a little bit better range, a little bit more customizable. You can keep 10 different models stored in this one receiver. His is on a 27 megahertz model, or running 27 megahertz crystals. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, in case you didn't notice it, he's got the aluminum shock towers, front and rear, on his. Then there's mine, which is also a Monster GT 4.6. I just got the aluminum front bumper. I've got RPM shock, or RPM suspension arms. I've got the stock steering knuckles that came with it, so that's nothing, anything to brag about. I've got Integi piggybacks. I've got all soft front suspension springs. I've got 2 soft rear suspension springs, and then on one side of those I'm running it a little bit firmer because I was getting a little bit too much squat in the rear end of it. So I bumped up the back ones with the firm red ones that you can get from Team Associated. So I got those. Stock bumper on the rear. I got the aluminum inserts on the rear and on the front. Not quite sure. Yeah, you can see that. Just put on a brand new Robinson Racing slipper clutch with a metal 54 tooth gear. Factory, I don't know if you can see it or not. The lighting on this sucks. Anyway, it's a factory clutch bell. Stock transmission, 4.6. Dual fuel tanks on mine. I'm running a 32 RR1 engine. My son's running a 32 Spec 1. I'm running a stock header, or stock pipe, stock exhaust pipe. I did the same thing on the hose that comes out the bottom. Makes it easier for shutting it off. You can just reach in there and pinch it and shut it off. Also waterproof my servos on there. I went ahead and got me a waterproof servo, same as his, exact same. They're mirror images of each other as far as the servos. Went ahead and got the forward and reverse shifting servo as the waterproof Traxxas one. They've got a little bit harder throw ratio on them. I'm trying to get it where you can see the numbers better. Anyway, it's a 2056 by Traxxas, waterproof. I'm running the digital, I think mine's a 75.
Yeah.
Yeah, 75 megahertz, team associated. Same thing as his. Everything's the same, just the module's different. Where his is a 27, mine's a 75 megahertz. You can fully tune and set all of the servo settings, the limiters on them, so you don't burn and overheat the servos and shorten them out. I just put some aluminum shock towers on mine, so I've got those on mine as well. Just got some brand new. Really happy with these axial bead lock rims. And brand new Big Joe tires that went on the axial bead lock rims. Yeah, so those are pretty cool. That's about it. They're pretty fast little trucks, very powerful. I guess about all of it. Next video that we'll probably put up on these will be both of these running. I've got an F650 body for mine, but I just don't have it cut yet to go on here, but that's going to be in the near future. Anyway, that's the two of them. Mine, 4.6 SE with a racing clutch. His 4.6 SE with a stock clutch, but they're both about the same power, the whole 9 yards. About the only difference is, I did add this to it, if you can see it. I put the stock roll bar that was in the front, I took that out and got an 8.0 roll bar. They're bigger, they're thicker gauged as far as the bar, thicker tubing padding. And I went ahead and got a brand new one of those, and I got a used one. And I put the used one back here for an extra rollover brace. If you look down here and you undo the, which it serves no purpose, there's a guard that goes over the slipper clutch. If you remove that guard that connects down to here, that hole lines up perfectly where you can just put this extra bar down here. For if you take that part out, you can put the bar on one side here and screw it right into it. And there's already a hole over on this side that was already pre-drilled from the factory. You can put the other one in right there. There's no drilling needed. You just mount them into it, screw it into it. And if you look at it clearance-wise, it's perfectly right above the motor, which will help it for rolling over. Originally, we had all the zip ties on her to help with rollovers, and that way it'll help absorb some of the impact, bust those off instead of breaking the fins on the cooling heads. I think that's about it, guys. Any questions, give us a shout. We're pretty happy with them. We just picked this up as far as a hobby a few months ago. We've gotten into it pretty intently. So, anyway, talk to you guys later. Thanks.